season.
Before this video starts, I have to say that I don't have an actual mic other than my earphones, so if you hear any rustling in the background, I'm extremely sorry for that. And of course, bloopers will be on my second channel, so enjoy! Hey there my beautiful pack. So around a week ago, I posted a poll on my community tab asking if you want to know how I met my online friends or me making a bunch of random TikToks for fun. A lot of you really want to know about my online life outside of YouTube, and I said that it would maybe be voiced. Well, as you can hear, I'm voicing this story, and I made a dumb thing on my Instagram story for fun when I was writing the script. When you want to voice something, but you don't know how to make a bloody script. Anyways, I want to clarify something really quick, that I've met majority of my friends in Entwined and the collab I made a couple of weeks ago for Lynn. But I'm going to talk about the ones I remember vividly or talk outside of the server. Also to save time, because I have a lot of online friends, and please don't be mad if I didn't add you. Now, let's start with the first person who slid into my Wattpad DMs and asked me to help out with an ongoing series. Yep, you heard that correctly. Raptor slid into my Wattpad DMs when the Unknown Lovers were starting out. I was finishing episode 3 when I got a random message. As usual at the time, I read it and it was a request to help me work with the series. Now, at first I was reluctant because I was ready to work on this solo. Now, fun fact, I felt uncomfortable saying no when people asked something of me, so I ended up making excuses to give them that hint. But, of course, Raptor was really persistent and, well, he was actually the one that made me decide to get Discord, and we planned episode 4 and talked for a bit there. We were about to plan episode 5, but, well, Raptor was going through something that forced him to delete Discord. Luckily, someone came to the rescue when I needed it most. Zane was actually a fan of mine before we talked. It was actually on episode 4 of The Unknown Lovers that he asked if I responded to my DMs, and I answered. Apparently he went for it, and it took me a couple of days to receive that message, because I'm barely on Instagram. Well, we started talking and he freaked out at first that I responded to him, but we managed to connect and work on episode 5 before I hit another brick wall in my motivation and creativity. After that, we talked and eventually became best friends. Later, I made him meet Raptor. Now we're a trio working on the series. Now, after this part, all of these new friends are from Entwined, so bear with me if I say Lynn too much. Alright, this story starts off with Shy being Akami. Well, I'm still shy now. I was meeting Len for the first time. No, I won't be making a story out of that because it's very short and I don't want to bring any of that attention directly towards me. And while I was freaking out, there was another person who was just as awkward as me. I don't remember what we said to each other, but we decided to call each other awkward buddies because we were extremely awkward, but at the same time, we connected really well with each other and had a decent time laughing, blushing, and shaking like a couple fangirls, which we were and are. Now when we see each other in calls, I call it awkward buddy, and we would just laugh and talk while we could, because different time zones. Oh, Legacy. How did this all happen? So I met Legacy in a stream a couple times, but I was very quiet. At the time, I was still shy and watching everything play out. At some point, everyone got bored and Legacy decided to play a question game in the stream. So there was a wheel of names and someone randomly get picked. Well, as you can guess, that's how we met. But another thing is that I roasted him quite a bit. That's only because everyone was picking on him and I just decided to join in. I am mean, but none of it is in ill intent. And I have asked if he wanted me to stop. He doesn't mind it. You can probably guess where I met Soul. Yep, in another stream, because I was bored. Everyone was playing Minecraft with each other and I don't exactly have the money to get Minecraft. And I told everyone by saying, I'm way too broke to get Minecraft. Apparently someone heard me and agreed with me. So we started to chill and talk to each other. Well, not before saying, broke buddies, soon to be rich buddies. Since then, we talked quite a bit and I'm in a group chat called The Drunk Squad. I swear we're not actually drinking, we just sound drunk. I don't exactly remember how I met Mia, but we've always said hello in voice calls and stuff like that in the server. We really started talking when Mia wanted to host a collab. We were in the same voice call often and eventually got closer with each other. When the day came to edit and post a collab, Mia was going through a lot of stress due to technical difficulties. I volunteered to help her out with it, which is why the collab is on my channel. We still talk now and I became her older sister. Not really, but I call myself her older sister. She is also part of the drunk squad. I met Shiro during the collab. It was in the voice call where she told us that she was going to be busy with something, and I volunteered to help her make her part of the collab. I was willing to help around during it. After that happened, we started to see each other more often and started to talk more. Though at one point I made her hate me for a week because I said "ada ada" in the stream. Just like Mia and Soul, we still talk and are part of the drunk squad, and that is all of the members completed, and I'm the eldest out of everyone. I met Yuri just recently actually, while I was trying to complete the script. I told everyone that I was writing it, and Yuri wanted to be a part of it because we recently became friends. We were actually very awkward as we can only talk properly when there was a group of people. This is literally all I could add, because like I said before, I met her recently and she wanted to be a part of this. So I don't have much tea to spill about how I met Yuri. And that is all for this video. I'm sure there's more friends to meet in the near future. And I'm sorry if we're friends and I didn't mention you. It's either I don't remember how I met you, or it's literally how I met everyone else, which is usually in voice calls and entwined. Like I said, I'm sure there are more friends to meet in the future and talk about it. But for now, I'm just an awkward shy bean jumping into random voice calls to get confident. That's all. Bye!